Please be seated. Vice-Chancellor, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the University of Central Lancashire's graduation ceremony, and we're delighted to be celebrating with you today the success of our fabulous graduates. We hope that you all have a day to remember. I now call upon our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Graham Baldwin, to say a few words.
Honoured guests, families and friends, graduands, welcome to the University of Central Lancashire. It is a great pleasure to welcome you to this ceremony where we acknowledge and celebrate the achievements of our soon-to-be graduates. The past few years have been challenging for us all, and this cohort in particular has had its studies most affected by the pandemic. However, you have all shown great resilience during this time, which I know will stand you in good stead for the future. I'm delighted that we can now celebrate your achievements, and I trust that you enjoy both the ceremony and the celebrations that will, I'm sure, go on afterwards with your families and your friends. Your studies here have prepared you well, and I'm sure that you will find that you now have a closer set of connections with the world around you. I hope, as well as achieving your qualifications, that you have also had a great experience, and that in years to come, as a member of our global alumni community, you will look back fondly on your time at the University of Central Lancashire and will keep in touch to share with us your successes. At our University Open Days, I point out that graduates tend to earn more over a lifetime than non-graduates. But more importantly, they tend to be healthier, happier, and to live longer. Remembering those facts will surely reassure you that the effort and commitment you have invested in the last few years was well worth it. Undoubtedly, you will all be in different positions at this moment in time. Some of you will be waiting to get your first graduate job. Some may have already started on your career path or are changing career because of your new qualification, or perhaps your new qualification will help you better yourself in the career that you already have. Whatever your situation, we know that there will be many opportunities that lie ahead for you. So on behalf of all of us here today, and from the wider team at the University of Central Lancashire, I thank you for your future contribution. The personal characteristics that you have displayed to get you to this point today, energy, commitment, tenacity, and an open mind, will serve you well for the future and will help you to recognise and seize the opportunities that exist. Make sure, therefore, you leave this hall today with confidence, ambition, and a desire to make a difference. You are the future leaders and high climbers in whatever occupation lies ahead for you. Life won't always be plain sailing, but during your studies, we hope you will have acquired a toolkit that will help you to navigate any choppy waters. Your studies have prepared you such that although you can't direct the wind, you can adjust the sails. Here at the University of Central Lancashire, we've always believed in helping people to seize every opportunity to flourish in education, at work, and for life. We're proud that by combining academic excellence and real-world teaching, we give our students the skills and experience that industry needs. That's why our talented graduates are in such high demand in the world, and we're delighted that we've created new possibilities for many thousands of our graduates during our near 200-year history. I hope that we have helped create the opportunity for your future success, ensuring that you have the relevant knowledge, skills, and experiences to thrive wherever you came from and wherever you go to next. I hope, too, that as part of your UCLan journey, you have felt that you have belonged here. It is important to us that our students feel safe, valued, welcomed, and included. Whoever you are, wherever you are in life, here at the University of Central Lancashire, we believe there is always a way. As you look to the future, Enjoy this moment, and particularly enjoy today. Share special memories with the friends you've made here and with your families who have been on this journey of learning with you. Talking of which, before we celebrate your success, let's have a massive round of applause for all those special people, your family, your friends, and your tutors who have supported you and who are celebrating with you here today. Please join me. Now, all of the rest of the applause today will be just for you. So for all of you who today become graduates of the university, I extend my warmest congratulations on your achievements. You have been taught by a dedicated group of academic staff who devote their professional lives to the teaching, learning, and development of our students. You have also been supported by many highly dedicated and professional staff members who, whilst they often do not teach directly, have provided the service and the infrastructure that have made your success at the university possible. I would like to thank them all on your behalf. I am confident that you will bring not only real economic and social benefit to yourself, but also to the communities of which you are members. Whatever you do next and wherever in the world your journey leads, on behalf of everybody at the University of Central Lancashire, very well done and good luck for a happy and successful future. We are very proud of you. Let me leave you with a quote from the playwright Oscar Wilde, which I think is very fitting for today. You can never be overdressed or overeducated. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, the University of Central Lancashire confers an Alumni Achievement Award on Sultan Al Masri. UCLAN's Alumni Achievement Awards honour and celebrate the achievements of our global university alumni community. We're proud of our graduates and want to recognise those who achieved great things, whether that be in their profession or through their work within the wider community. This could include charity work or a contribution to business or industry, those who have made waves in sporting world, the creative industries or science, technology, engineering, or maths. The awards are open to all alumni of UCLAN, and anyone can nominate. You can't nominate yourself, but you can nominate your former classmates. Have a look around you today. Maybe you're sitting with someone who is deserving of this award that you want to nominate in future years. Our Alumni Award today is in recognition of a significant contribution to industry and his work with UCLAN to enhance the student experience, and goes to Sultan Al Masri. After graduation, Sultan worked as a fire engineer at multidisciplinary consultancies Exova Warrington and W.S. Atkins International, until he returned to the Sultanate of Oman, where he established his own company, Tenable Fire Engineering Consultancy. The company provides a comprehensive range of high-quality fire and life safety services and has grown to over 50 employees across the region, most of whom are graduates of UCLAN and our partner institution, the International College of Engineering and Management. Tenable has offices in Muscat, Dubai and London, and is one of the largest specialist fire engineering consultancies in the Sultanate of Oman and in the Middle East region. The company is sponsoring employees to complete undergraduate and postgraduate fire engineering courses at UCLAN, thereby investing its workforce and fire engineering skills development in the region. The company has worked on some of the most challenging and innovative projects that have been delivered in the Middle East, Europe, Africa, and Asia, including the Mall of Oman, Muscat Bay, the Sheikh Zayed Memorial, and the iconic 2 billion dirham one at Palm Jumeirah. Sultan has recently been featured in the Arabian Business Young Achievers 2021 list. Vice-Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I present Sultan Al-Masri for the Alumni Achievement Award from the University of Central Lancashire. Vice-Chancellor, the presentation of graduands and award holders will now take place. Graduands, it is now time for your moment of glory. For your health and safety, we'll be offering you a glove to wear before you go on stage to shake hands with the presiding officer. If you would prefer not to shake hands, please give a formal nod to the Vice-Chancellor. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Engineering. Master of Science in Mechatronics and Intelligent Systems, Prabhu Karupaya. Master of Engineering with Honours in Aerospace Engineering, Samuel Liam Atkinson. Joseph Bacon. Connor Michael Butcher Doyle. Eduardo Campbell. Usman Abdul Hamid Muston. Oliver Brooke. Dylan Robert Carroll. Mason Kershaw. Master of Engineering with Honours in Robotics Engineering, Andrew Fraser Stromek. Master of Engineering in Fire Engineering, Carl Jamie Appleton. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Building Services and Sustainable Engineering, Ian Allen Bowman. Bobby Michael Cons. Daniel John Clarkson. George Anthony Grayson. Ryan Jordan. Jonathan Lee Kushner. Matthew James Monks. David Richard Percival. Drew Michael Southern. Bradley Andrew Spivey. Jordan Graham Thompson. Bachelor of Engineering with honors in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Benjamin James Hindle. Imantis Kubakis. Connor Lynch. Samuel Robert Wager. Bachelor of Engineering with honors in Aerospace Engineering, Shoban Ahmed. Ahmed Nayef Ahmed Mohamed Al Jawda. Mohammad Ashraf. Ethan Thomas Kane. Afak Ahmed Chowdhury. Jacob Elwood. Michael John German. Connor Jake Holden. Margaret Wanjagu Irangu. Hassan Islam. Jose Luis Olivian Cano. Zaham Rehman. Anthony Senior. Bachelor of Engineering with honors in Civil Engineering, Lisa Kofe. Matthew David Garcia. Lorna Emily Sauerbetz. Adefo Laren Peter Ade B. Nazir Hassan Hussain. Osama Khan. Mohammed Adnan Altaf Lahiri. Nitam Himmat Kumar Mehta. Mohammed Uwais Kias Patel. Vinoj Vit Vimalendran. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Electronic Engineering, Yifan Bao. Wen Quing Chen. Cheng Sen Dong. Ing Nan Lee. Yu Han Lee. Ki Han Lu. Chi Chan Lu. Kai Wen Zheng. Jun Hee Kuo. Ji Se Lee. Han Wen Lu. Jing Sen Wan. Yuxi Yuan. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Energy Engineering, Christopher Peter Applin. Henry Nicholas Adrian Heath. Connor McFarlane. Jack James McGonigal. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Fire Engineering, Craig Allen Berridge. Peter John Davis. Andrew David Davis. Laura Ann Stevenson. Christopher David Ty. Rhiannon Claire Eleanor Williams. Abdul Aziz Ibrahim A. Alhi Jilan. Hassan Abdul Mohsen H. L. Al Musa. Ali Khalid A. M. Al Tamimi. Joel Benjamin Burridge. Ella Louise Leslie. Caitlin Wilcock. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Motorsports Engineering, Adam Finlayson Pinkney. Matthew James Adams. Malik Sahid Mahmood. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Oil and Gas Safety Engineering, Abdul Aziz Khalid Al-Ghamadi. Hamid Abdullah M.H. Al-Hajri. John Oliver. Mohammed Nabil Mohammed Rashad. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Robotics Engineering, Pavel Christoph Renz. Joseph Sean Tarry. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Mechatronics and Intelligent Machines, Lucas Benson. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Civil Engineering and Construction Management, Ramir Esmaili. Robert Harold Hayhurst. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Computer-Aided Engineering, Mohammed Ibrahim Baig. Cheng Zhang. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Simone Grace Wilson. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Mechatronics and Intelligent Machines, Samuel Edward Fielden. Prathamesh Suraj Gadej. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Aerospace Engineering with Pilot Studies, Aman Ahmed. Lexi Bone. Bishab Dao. Mobin Majid. Newton Nero Pamdusu. Sumaya Patel. Aman Sohail. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Building Services and Sustainable Engineering, Jack William Woods. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Lee John Dobson. Calvin Hodgson. Ryan James Naylor. Jacob Samuel Williams. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Mechatronics and Intelligent Machines, Roger Kurian Velam Kalam. Akil Saji. Martin Varghese. Vibin Varghese. Nafis Mohammed Nurullah. Amit Nath Teke Koyotumal. Vaisak Vasanta Ramakrishnan. Bachelor of Engineering with honors in Aerospace Engineering, Jonathan Roy Gregg. Bachelor of Science with honors in Architecture, Boniface Agada Justin Atu. Emelindo dos Santos Deo Alfonso de Barros. Aaronis Budris. Moses Christopher K. Burton. Alfie De Niro. Onoseta Felix Ian Henbayo. Michael Adriel Fukua Ingne. Naeem Rashid Gija. Oliver Gunning. Finley Doran Hartless. Philjos Kibet Koech. Matthew Luke Manton. Titilayo Okunuga. William Bartholomew Pinson. Julia Marta Potricus. James Simon Prido. Charlotte Megan Tinker. Noah Townley Stevenson. Ji-Yu Wu. Saiba Patel. Bachelor of Science with honors in Building Surveying, Douglas Agio Basmin Win. John Andrew Barker. James Gary Barlow. Sophie Bellamy. Joseph Harry Carroll. Fraser Paul Jarvis. Tamsin Moss. Sebastian Alexander Wally. Ruth Annabel Derbyshire. Bachelor of Science with honors in Facilities Management, John Sinclair Moffat. Bachelor of Science with honors in Fire and Leadership Studies, Georgia Carr. Aidan Joseph Daly. Ethan George Davis. Nathan Oliver Hill. Joseph Connor Morris, Declan Neil Pizarro, Liam Patrick Santiago, Richard Lee Thompson, Lewis Andrew Whitehead, Charlotte Emily Wild Redmond, Bachelor of Science with Honours in Health, Safety and Environmental Management, Nimran Fahed B. Al-Ajmi. Faisal Ahmed Al-Obaid. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Quantity Surveying, James Nicholas Abbott. Jordan Lee Byrne. Daniel Lee Harwood. Junaid Ahmed Ismail. Joe Melrose. Muhammad Nata. Mohammed Imran Patel. Samuel Jack Hatfield. Luke Andrew Williamson. Owen Wright. Christopher David Richard Peters. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Building Surveying, Michael Lewis Kevin Barlow. Philip John Holton. Kyle Lewis Ross. Yu Sam To. Chloe Jane Bell. Alexander John Briggs. Hannah Rachel Climo. Jack Peter Harding. Daniel Lee Higson. Joshua James Howard. Joshua Kelvin Hudson. Samuel Ling. Daniel Pendergast. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Construction Project Management, Anjum Anwar. Alex Beckford. Kyle O'Donoghue. Jonathan Mark Adams. Madison Savannah Baldwin. Scott Lewis Burns. Higher National Certificate in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Ainsley Freya McKellar. Matthew James Smith. Higher National Certificate in Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering, Hannah Elizabeth Ann Ainsworth. Lewis Murray Victoria Chips. James Russell Allen Curtis. Higher National Certificate in Mechanical and Computer-Aided Engineering, Samantha Jane Bower. Beth Ia Guina. Emily Jane McFadden. Emily McGregor. Amy Rowlinson. Mackenzie Shepherd. Master of Science in Mechatronics and Intelligent Machine, Prashant Reddy Nagarthi. Harishwa Reddy Pasuladi. Kushal Balakrishna Umesh. Master of Science in Project Management, Maiden Abdul Qadir Shahul Ameed. Master of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering, Maria Paul. Postgraduate Diploma in Applied Data Science, Tejasvi Mani Ruthwik Bhairava Butler. Vice Chancellor, I'm honored to award a posthumous Bachelor of Arts in Architecture on behalf of the School of Engineering to Jessica Ball. Jessica's own time and journey with us was tragically brief, but for staff and students at the Grenfell Baines Institute of Architecture, Jess represented and personified many of the things that we all aspire to be and the type of architecture institute that we seek to become. Jessica came to us having had a difficult experience at a previous university where her own confidence and love for architecture had been diminished. Despite this experience, she still believed wholeheartedly in her dream of becoming an architect and clearly had the desire and passion to continue on this path even after what she had been through. The way in which she committed to producing beautiful, interesting, and confident work was truly inspiring and recognized by both tutors and students. Not only did she demonstrate her abilities as a student, she also acted as a leader to others, becoming the class representative and showing a real skill for communicating the concerns in a way that was always mature and sensitive. She had started her final year so well and positively and was looked up to, admired, and loved by other students. She was always willing to lead and set a good example, and others were willing to follow. We obviously meet a lot of students, but Jess was undoubtedly one of the most wonderful and unique that we ever had the pleasure of teaching on for all of us at GBA. It has been a privilege to have been a small part of her life and spend time together doing something she loved and was passionate about. Jessica was someone that truly lived her life and lived it with love, generosity, desire, and an inspiring sense of hope and purpose that enriched the lives of all those that had the pleasure of knowing her. In recognition of her own unique journey, achievements, and personality, we have recently established the Jessica Ball Prize for the final year student that's been on the most significant journey of endeavor, progression, and personal development. Today, she completes her journey with us as a student, but we are delighted that Jessica will continue to have a role inspiring our students for years to come, and that she will remain ever present in our thoughts and the life and culture of the school, the Grenfell Bainstoff Institute of Architecture, and this university. BA Honours Architecture, Jessica Ball. Vice Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Engineering.
Vice Chancellor, the presentations are completed. I call on Nita Mehta, Vice President Welfare, from the Students' Union, to respond on behalf of graduates awarded today.
First of all, big congratulations to every single one of you. You lot smashed it. Come on, man. What a day, what a day. Right, 3 years ago, I arrived in Preston from Mumbai. Mumbai is my birthplace and a city I've loved the most. A city I'm very proud to call home. Preston is very different from Mumbai. The food is different, there are a lot more people, and you will often find cows chilling in the middle of the road. Preston does not have these road-dwelling cows, but it is home to the University of Central Lancashire, and it has been our home for the past few years. Today, I stand before you as your Vice President Welfare, grateful for this wonderful opportunity and glad for the incredible achievements that we're celebrating here today. My name is Nita Mehta. You may know me as Ricky. What a challenging period it has been. A world-changing pandemic, the intense isolation of lockdowns, the terrifying fear that things will never return back to normal. You have had the world thrown at you, but because of your determination, your grit, your outlook, and hard work, you have succeeded. You are here. This is it. This is your graduation. When I came to Preston, I was so relieved that there weren't any monkeys stealing my food. But then I went to Blackpool and a seagull stole my sandwich. Some things never change, whatever the circumstance. And what circumstances they were. Through great adversity, we had to press on and study hard. Lectures migrated online, and our societies paused in-person meetings. Some classes had bonded by pretending they couldn't hear anything, much at the cost of the lecturers. Others made silly profile pictures for their Microsoft Teams account. But there are things we would rather forget. The buffering audio on Microsoft Teams, the social distancing in the classrooms, the remote learning lectures in which it was impossible to not get distracted by any notifications. For me, it was my girlfriend at the time, pestering me to let her in my accommodation. But there are still positives about lockdown life. I, for one, made full use of my hour a day outside. I don't think I've ever exercised so much in my life. Some parts of our student experience remained unchanged. late night crunches, split by coffee runs, and library book returns. We've made friends for life and people who we will never forget and had experiences that deserve to be told and retold many times over. Many of us had joined societies or sports clubs. Others had volunteered for causes they believed in. But all of us have been so impacted by the wonderful people we've met and spent our time with. Cherish these memories with our dearest friends. Don't lose total contact when you move away. Try to meet up at least once in a while. And please don't just talk about the weather. Now, I would like to pay my special thanks to all the course reps and school presidents. So if you've been a course rep or a school president at any point during your time at UCLan, please stand up as we give you a round of applause, please. I've come to love this university, from the friendly northern chair to the helpful staff, and it has been an absolute joy to meet so many of you lovely people, even if the weather is terrible. But it hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows. I think I speak for all of us when I say the parts of the past few years have been frustrating, hopeless, and seemingly unchangeable. But in such times, I am reminded by Viktor Frankl's quote, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." Everybody here today has graduated during one of the most challenging times in recent history. Together, we've faced many obstacles. We've had to adapt in different ways. It wasn't too long ago that we faced great uncertainty about the future. For our safety, we were confined to our homes. We attended lectures from within our bedrooms. Societies and clubs could no longer run as usual. Much of the student experience we expected was changed drastically. Some of us experienced loss, and some of us have been tested to our very limits. But we have persevered. Here we are at graduation with such incredible opportunities at our fingertips. Having stood firm against the pandemic storm, we are triumphant and are at the zenith of university experience. Now it is our time to seize those opportunities as we enter the real world as UCLan graduates. Thank you. This could not be possible without your families, friends, lecturers, and loved ones that have joined you here today and supported you through thick and thin. I wish you all the very best for the future. Class of 2022, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Nissan. We are delighted to have with us today our very own university choir, which is made up from representatives of all years on the music theatre course. Due to the pandemic, our choir were not able to join us at the graduation ceremonies last year, but it is wonderful to have them back at our celebration today. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the UCLan Chamber Choir.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere.
A singer in a smoky room.
The smell of wine and cheap perfume.
For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and Everybody wants a thrill, paying anything to roll the dice just one more time.
Some will win,
Some will lose, some are born to sing the blues. For the movie never ends, it goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just a fine emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlights, people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlights, people. Don't stop.
Today is, of course, a momentous occasion for everyone here. And we need to make sure we celebrate in the most appropriate way. Friends and family, there is a really good photograph or video opportunity coming up, so you might like to have your cameras ready. So could I please ask all the graduates to stand up and take off your mortarboards? I don't think there'll be any hesitancy here, because we can see how wobbly they have been and precariously positioned on your heads. So take them off. And in a moment, I'm going to ask you, we have some people anticipating this one here. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to throw your mortarboards up into the air in recognition of all your hard work and achievements. However, please be careful. You don't want to throw it too high or too far to cause any trauma on its descent. And there is also an extra special reason to be careful, because it is now your mortarboard for you to keep and take home. Therefore, retrieval will be key. So on a count of 3, I would like you to throw your mortarboards up into the air and give a big cheer. And then the rest of us will follow with 3 further cheers. Are you all ready? Okay, on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip. Hooray. Hip, hip. Hooray. Hip, hip. I think they are retrieved, and therefore please have a seat. For the final time, as I explain the next stage of this amazing day. All found? Okay. As we bring this ceremony to a close, I would like to thank everyone who has been involved in making today such a happy and memorable occasion and sharing this special day with our university community. The platform party will now leave the stage, and graduates, you will shortly be processing out of the hall past a guard of honour in the central aisle. A university usher will prompt your row when you need to stand up. And remember to take all your belongings with you. And guests, please may I ask that you all remain seated until the graduates and platform party have left the hall. You will then be guided through the doors at the side by the ushers to rejoin your graduate in our new University Square for post-ceremony celebrations. Thank you.
Supersonic man,